to just hear from Kate?
I live in Scotland, so quite a ways away from you guys, but I'm really interested just to be around. I live in quite an isolated part of Scotland, and it would be lovely to be around other folks who are macrobiotic. And I'm really up for doing some cooking. I'm very happy to do that. I cook for large numbers, so I'm happy to do that. I don't necessarily want to take charge, but I'd like also to be cooked for. I like the idea of perhaps doing a bit of both, having a chef in for some time and sharing it out. And I think I just really want to learn from other people, especially the cooking, but also all the other things that go with it.
Very good.
And the August date doesn't work for me because I'm working on Lismore, but later on in the year is great.
Not August.
We
and
start
Daniel.
we start our term quite early here in Scotland. So
Daniel.
What dates are good for you, Kate?
like the September onwards is fine. I can be flexible with my work. That's not a problem. But around we start our term at the kind of middle of August, so it's quite tricky getting away then.
So July would be good also?
Yeah, July or September onwards, I don't mind.
I think getting out of tourist season would be the best.
Mm-hmm.
Not when the tourists are there.
Well, I always like getting out of the heat here.
Yeah. Your heat and my heat are different. We're still snowing here, so we have a kind of sunny day that's like Japan.
Daniel, can you show yourself and unmute? Woohoo, Daniel. Well, Daniel will remain anonymous at the moment, incognito. Okay, so I'm really encouraged by this attendance, and I have another dozen maybe people who have expressed interest and are not here, so that's also very encouraging. So I got this bug in my head, as they say. I had on the Whole Health Forum, I had a speaker from Czechoslovakia and another one from Hungary, that was Mike. And I just got this idea. I said, well, we could take a trip to these places. And I checked them out. And there's that, the possibility of Czechoslovakia got a little bit too complicated. It's not out. It's still, could be still on the drawing board. And because of the chefs, I switched over to Hungary. And we found a wonderful place to stay. It's in Mud, in this town, northeast in Hungary, about a 3-hour train ride north of Budapest. And I've talked with a travel agent, and I've talked with the owners or the managers of this place. It was a former yeshiva, so it's nice and kosher and everything's beautiful setup and everything. My problem there was that the prices became untenable unless someone enjoys spending 3,500, I don't know if it's euros or dollars or something for a week. For me, I just thought it was asking of other people to do what I would hesitate. So it would be hard to sell a program like that or to encourage. And it's still a possibility. Then there's 2 more possibilities. So possibility number 1 is expensive mud. It's called the Pilgrim's Rest, I think, the name of this place to stay. It has a gorgeous kitchen. I mean, it's beautiful, beautiful. Possibility number 2 is to go to the same place and to do it on a shoestring, on a budget. And it means that there's one big room with 16 beds. How do you feel about yeah, Marian is saying no, how do you being in a dormitory like that? So, and the kitchen is very small and electric and not kosher. So that place, that's option number 2, and it's not great. And the price is maybe 1,000, whatever's less. Option number 3 has presented itself today when I was sitting on the couch and thinking, oh God, how am I going to do this? And what am I going to tell them tonight and everything? And I got a phone call from a good friend of mine in Macedonia, which they pronounce as Macedonia. And that is a country to the north of Greece, just bordering Greece. It's in the Balkans. It's part of, I don't know how to say where else it is. Look it up on a map. Anyway, it's right in there in that area or something. Anyway, so I had been there with Sheldon 4 or 5 years ago or something. This man lives in the town called Ohrid, spelled O-H-R-I-D, and it's on the Ohrid Lake, which borders Albania. Also Greece on one side and Albania to the other side below it also. And there's one macrobatic woman in the capital, which is called Skopje, and he is the other that they know of macrobitic person, and he lives in this town hundreds of miles and kilometers away in the south of Macedonia. So he wants us all to come. He's got room for us to stay. It's super duper cheap. There are hotels and pensions and B&B and that kind of stuff, like walking distance from him. He can put up people in his house. He's got a nice kitchen. We can cook there and we can go all over the place. We can take a day trip on the lake on a boat and go to Albania. We can hire a bus. He said everything is cheap, cheap, and he's been sending me prices. And we can spend a day in Greece or overnight. We can spend a day in the capital of Skopje and visit this woman, eat at her restaurant. If her restaurant's about the size of my bedroom, so I guess we have to take turns. Not sure how that would work. It's really tiny. So she's an amazing woman. Name is Tanya. There's a amazing Holocaust museum, which is not my favorite thing to do. I'll just say this Skopje was kind of a jumping off point for Treblinka. And the day that I was there, the museum was closed or something. We had to leave or whatever it was, and we didn't get a chance to see it. So there's that. So for those of you who had your heart set on Hungary, maybe, is just more expensive than this other one. Flights to Skopje, the capital of Macedonia, from Israel are anywhere from $350 to about $500. There are no direct flights. You have to stop in Istanbul or in Vienna or in somewhere or other. Scotland, I don't know. Los Angeles, I don't know what the travel arrangements would be. And navah, the whole idea would be to travel together. Whoever is coming from Israel will say, I'll say, I have a travel agent also, and I'll say, we have this flight at this time. You can be there or you can come yourselves. Lois, have you heard anything I've just said? You're muted. Can you unmute yourself?
What? It sounds very interesting.
Oh, you'll see. Okay, good. Okay.
So this man lives in Ohrid?
Yes. So he is macrobiotic. He's like Osawa style. He's really very serious and dedicated and devoted. His English is about as good, no, much better than my Macedonian, if that isn't. And it's not great English. It's like good enough to just kind of do sign language or something. He has a friend from Netherlands that he wants to invite. He's pretty confident would come down. Anyway, it would be a fabulous experience. I think we would have a great time. So as you can tell, I'm really leaning towards that option. I just asked Mike maybe a half hour ago or something if he would come from Hungary, he and or they, with his wife Maria, who you see in the picture there. She's a fabulous cook. He's an amazing lecturer. Maybe he cooks. Mike, do you cook? I like the idea of cooking for each other. I also want to ask the cooks at Mud, Gabo and Hakosh. They were supposed to be cooking for us in Hungary. And I'd like to ask them if they would be interested in coming down, because that would be really great for us. So I don't have exact prices because it just all happens so quickly. I can just tell you that it'll be a third of the price, or it'll be half the price or something. It'll be significantly less. And I think we'll have a great time. We have a mashgiach, the same guy, Aryeh Rothman, who worked at the Whole Health Forum when we used to have that live. Remember those days outside Jerusalem? Kate, you don't know about that, but anyway, we did these live gatherings, and we had a fellow that came and certified kosher kitchen requirements or whatever. And he's willing to come. Well, he was willing to come to Hungary, I'm assuming. So we'll have that taken care of. What else can I tell you? Let me see. I wrote down some notes. Let me just see if I have.
But you said people could stay at his house. How many people could stay at his house?
He says 15. Except
Really?
that he's got a big house, kitchen. The only thing is he doesn't have enough beds. And as soon as I ask him anything, he says, "Oh, no problem, no problem. I buy." So he doesn't buy beds.
So are people, are,
So, and if not staying, he said that he was giving me in meters how far away the nearby hotel was. And it was like, I don't know, 60 shekels a night. I mean, it was less like, you know, and to tell you the truth, Albania is more expensive. You like this idea, Kate? Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah.
so are people on, who are interested kosher?
Some are kosher. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, I am, because I'm
Yeah.
not kosher. That doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, so it's enough for me that one is kosher. If I can manage it, I'm really happy to oblige. And we can kosher this man's kitchen. He's never had anything that's not macrobiotic in it. And nevertheless, we can still bring Aryeh Rothman there and make sure. And that would satisfy Lois and Clara. And if there's any others that come on, that
Devorah,
right?
Beverly.
Beverly.
Thank you.
And
Excellent.
I think that was my question as well. 'Cause
Sorry.
I'm not from any faith, but I'm really happy to learn, and it'd be really, you know,
Uh-huh.
you could help instruct me what was needed to
Okay.
push your kitchen. That would be great.
So I was going to see if I had anything more to tell you. I told you about the schedule I had in mind. Doesn't have to be this. Also, I had scheduled Hungary for a week, and I had added on 4 days before it because, for the simple reason that the Wednesday previous were the cheapest air tickets. I don't even know if they're still available. If we would have gone any other day than Wednesday, the flight would have been twice as much. So I scheduled it to everyone to fly on Wednesday and have several days in Budapest before taking the train trip up to Mud. Now, I don't know, I have no idea if that's the same. Maybe it doesn't matter what day. I had scheduled, I thought we should arrive on a Sunday, have the whole week there, and then finish on a Saturday, which is Shabbat. And that's the day that we will just not do anything formal, just take walks and, you know, hang out and that kind of stuff. We can still do that, a Sunday to Sunday schedule. It can be more days. I'll tell you the schedule I thought of, because there's so much to do. Day one, I thought we'd get there. That's it. That's what you do. We fly to Skopje and stay there overnight. And day two, we visit Skopje, the capital. We meet with this woman, Tanya, if you want to go to the Holocaust Museum. And I thought we could take a bus tour also, because my friend said, you know, it's bupkis, it's pennies or something. You get a tour driver and he tells you whatever it is you're seeing, and then he will drive us. It's over the mountains. I had to do this drive with Sheldon in the car because he couldn't get car insurance because of his age. So I had to do the driving over these horrible mountains. I mean, they were major mountains. It's beautiful. Anyway, so get him to drive us to Ohrid. Then day three, we'll cook and study. And if Mike comes, he'll give us a lesson in something. And then I thought dinner, there's this amazing fermented drink that's like amasake, if you know that, which is based on rice. This drink is based on corn. And, you know, I mean, I don't know about kashrut for this drink. And then there was, we can find out. And then there was, it's right on the sea, and there were all of these restaurants along the sea, and they had these little fish, and they had for dinner, I used to buy these little fish, which is the most macrobiotic when you can get animal food that's really small rather than these enormous sharks or something. But anyway,
If the restaurant ever has other kinds of fish which are not kosher, then we can't eat in that kind of
okay,
place.
I'll check.
Right.
Thanks. I'll find out about that. Maybe we could bring, well, anyway, we'll find out about that. Day 4, I thought we could take a boat to Albania. How does that sound, huh? Have a tour guide. We walk down to this lake, get on this little putt-putt thing, and then go to Albania and go around there and have someone take us around. Then day 5, I thought maybe go to Greece. My friend knows someone who runs an organic farm in Greece, and we could go there and see how it works and everything and visit Greece, and then either stay overnight or come back. The next day, either we come back or we're already back and prepare for Shabbat. The 7th day we rest, and then the 8th day, 7 nights, and the 8th day we go back to Tanya, to Skopje, and depart. That's if we choose that original plan of 7 nights. Then flights I mentioned, costs, I don't know exactly yet. Kitchen fee is bupkis. That's it. That's what I got to tell you. So here's what I would ask you to do. Can each of you kindly give me an email if I don't have it, like Kate? I don't know if I have yours. Daniel, are you like there? Are you? You're like deaf and blind.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, hi, Daniel. Can you show us your face? Who are you?
Yeah, kind of. I'm in Los Angeles, but I suppose I can show you my face. Let's see. How am I going to do this?
My friend Dori will be coming from Los Angeles.
Have no idea how to do this.
It's 3 dots at the top right of your screen where it says Daniel. Just
Yeah, I'm
click
on my
that.
phone, so this is new.
Oh,
Here, start video. That'll
Oh,
do it.
thank you, Kate, for the email.
Let's
I
try
think
this
I'm on your
again.
mailing list anyway, but it's that.
Here I am. Hi.
Hello, Daniel. Hi. Pleased to
Hey.
meet you.
Yes. Hi.
Great. Okay.
So I was kind of curious about like travel possibilities and what you guys might be thinking about or planning. So this is cool. It's very interesting.
Okay. So Daniel, can you send me your email address so I can keep you in the loop?
Yes.
What's your surname, your last name?
Kessler, Kessler.
Oh, it's Clara. Hi. We never
Hey.
met in person.
No, here we are.
Hi. Yeah.
All right.
I was going to say LA. I'm from LA.
Yeah.
Wow.
Howdy, ma'am.
Oh, that'd be great. Great to meet
So,
you.
yeah. So,
Okay. What else can I answer to anybody?
yes, Gina, what are the dates that you are
The dates,
contemplating?
well, okay, so the dates that I have been thinking of were the 21st of August, 14th of August to the 21st. However, since Kate is available in July and September,
September.
we
Wait a minute, I gotta look at.
could change
You might want to do it later in terms of the heat.
in terms of what?
Heat.
Well, I'm just thinking the heat in Israel is terrible in September. I'm wondering if it's cold in where are we? In Macedonia in September.
How far is it from the capital to Ohrid?
Mountains.
Was it? Are we still
Many mountains.
talking about Hungary? I'm sorry, because I had to leave for a few minutes. We're
Okay.
still talking about Hungary, though.
No, so we have
No.
now gone on to the Republic of Macedonia,
Ah,
where we have a macrobiotic friend who is inviting us to stay with him and to help us organize an outing there, which would include Albania and Greece. as
okay.
possibilities.
I heard Albania and Greece, and I didn't understand, because you did say something about taking the train to Mad.
Right. So Hungary included a train to Mad. This would include probably a bus ride over the mountains south to Ohrid.
So Hungary would be out. It would be the
The only reason it's out is because of its expense. I just couldn't figure it out. I mean,
Mhm.
you know, I would love to go. I've got the whole program worked out. We've got the teachers, the cooks, the chefs, and I just can't justify the price.
Didn't Mike say they had a some kind of room, bed and breakfast kind of place?
No, the programs that Gabo and Akos ran included a food presentation. They were hosting slow food presentations in their homes. So they're experienced cooks, they're experienced presenters, but a commercial kitchen they don't have. So
I was thinking, Mike, I thought your place, I thought you guys mentioned that you host people in your place.
No. We take care of the farmland and the animals and such. You know, that's what we're doing here.
You want to sleep in the barn, Clara?
But the
You're
cows.
welcome. You're welcome to. We'll meet you at the airport. We'll have a shovel and a hoe, and you can come up.
Let me ask the people that are here. So we've got Nava, Clara, Kate, Marion, Janet, Lois, Devorah, Dori, Daniel, Mike. What do you guys think about July or September? Kate, but I need to know, Kate, are you pretty seriously in if we change the date for you?
July is hard. That's the summer holidays here, and my kids are at home, so it would be difficult for me to get away in July. And
Right.
it's very hot in Macedonia. Then that whole Eastern Europe is hot. So if you want it nice, September onwards is good. It can get quite windy around sort of October. Greece certainly like that.
Yeah, I was in Greece in August and it was horrible. It was just brutal.
That's what they say about, I've heard that Budapest is also very, very hot in the summer, and that Mad and also Ohrid are beautiful in the summer because they're high up. I talked to my friend Vlado today, our host. He said it was 23, 25. He said August is a beautiful month there.
Mhm.
So maybe September's okay too.
Well, depends
Not
on
a-
what the holidays, when
price.
Rosh Hashanah.
Okay, I have the
They're
calendar.
late September. The holidays are late September, the end of
Late
September.
They start on Sunday, the 25th. It's the first day of Rosh Hashanah.
Okay.
So
So
But
we could go
still, I mean,
before that.
before
but
that.
September is still pretty hot in Greece.
I
and-
like August.
Well, Nava, Kate is wanting to come and can't do August.
No, she can't do July, she said, I think, right?
Yeah,
No, she
I
also said
I can't
August.
do those
August
2
also.
months really for me. So if that means you go without
Because we had
July,
another friend, Esther, also couldn't do August. So that would
Right.
actually be two of you. Kate, would early September work?
yeah, that would work.
Clara, any holidays we need to know about?
No, Rosh Hashanah starts it. So the 25th starts Rosh Hashanah. So a week before you kind of want to prepare for that. So like in the middle from the 11th to the 17th or to the 18th.
Anybody have anything to say about changing the date to September 11th, 18th?
Why not
September
1
11th?
week earlier?
Earlier, hotter,
You know,
maybe.
Kate, you're good a week
I
earlier?
don't think
than that?
so. It's high there. I tell you, because there is a lot of preparation, spiritual preparation that happens before Rosh Hashanah. We just feel it. So I would like to do it in the beginning of September, if possible.
Clara, what are the dates there? The 3rd or something, of September?
Sunday's the 4th
4th?
to the 11th.
Kate, would that work for you? September? Dori, that work for you? Daniel, anyone? Devorah, Mike, Lois, Marion?
As of now, I think yes, it should be okay. The thing is, I'm concerned about the heat. If you're talking about Greece and those areas, you know,
Yeah.
Well, the
Macedonia.
lake should be good. You get the
Yeah, Ohrid will be gorgeous. We don't need to worry about heat for there.
Mhm.
And you know what? If we get to, it's just us. So if we get to Skopje and it's hot, then we'll leave. You know, we can be
Also, prices are lower in September when I think about it now. The flight.
that was not true for Hungary. It may be here, the prices are already so low.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, we can find out and decide again.
And where would we be staying? And there's somebody that would be hosting?
So there's a woman in the capital in Skopje who she can't host us. She would help us find a place to
Nice
stay
place?
for one night.
Mhm.
And then in Skopje, we'll stay either with my friend or if people want, he said 40 meters. He said 2 minutes walk from my house. There's, I don't remember if it was a pension or a hotel or something. He said it's a tourist place. He said there's tons of hotels and they were really cheap. So people prefer that kind of lodging because his house is going to be a lot of people. He's got various bedrooms and we'd be, say, 2 to a room or something.
Mhm.
So that would be more kind of communal living.
Mhm.
And
What
if
happened?
people wanted more privacy, they could go to one of these hotels or something. Okay, Kate. So Kate, we're thinking about September 4th.
Yeah,
If
that should
anyone
work.
has any comments about that.
Well, I'm just thinking about the heat because I know I went to Greece in the summer and it was terrible.
Right, and
Yes.
that's what I'm telling you is that this place, Ohrid, is up in the mountains. Because Budapest also, they said the heat was horrible there because it's it's low on the water or something.
If we're in
So,
the mountains, then that should be
yeah,
better.
don't worry. So I don't think the heat is an issue. I think the heat in Israel is an issue.
And in Texas.
And in
You'll-
Texas.
You'll see in the Wikipedia that there's about 15 degrees difference between Skopje and Ohrid.
Okay,
Mm.
okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Dori,
and
you're on
Gannat,
twice and you're reverberating. Dori, you need to hang up one or the other. Okay, very good.
and Gannat, I'm not going to be going. I was just, interested to see, what you're gonna
Okay.
say. So yeah, and then I'm gonna go ahead and leave the meeting.
Okay,
So,
Jen,
thanks a lot.
I
Okay,
appreciate
bye.
your coming. Bye,
Okay,
Jen.
well, thank you.
It's
All right,
Janet from Ohio.
bye.
You're muted, Clara. You're saying something. Hi, Dori.
I said she might change your mind after all the flyers you'll send.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
So anybody else have comments? Dori, any
So
ideas?
it's, just to go over it, it's Macedonia and also Greece, and Albania?
Again, so the idea, my schedule in my head, and it's totally flexible, would be to fly to Macedonia, the capital is Skopje, stay over at the first night there and spend the first day looking around the place,
Mhm.
get a private bus or however it works out to south to my friend in Ohrid on the lake. And then during the rest of the time there with him, take a day trip to Albania and a day trip or perhaps overnight to Greece and then come back.
With so many trips, we're not really at your friend's place so much.
No.
I feel like we're going.
Yeah, well, that's it. So we can choose to go less or we could choose to stay an extra, say, 2 days or something at his place.
We also will be there Friday and Shabbat and come and relax. So we'll be
That's right.
okay after
That's
all
right.
the trips.
That's right. Yeah. And if I have some luck, then we'll have Mike and or Maria come down to join us and Akosh and Gabo.
Who's preparing food? Like,
Well, we're still figuring that out. Either we all will do that and not you, or we'll be lucky enough to get Gabo and Akosh to come, or Maria, something anyway. Or everything I asked Vlado, this guy in Ohrid, he said, I can do. So he said he would get us a cook and he would get us a guide and he would get us a tour bus and he would get us a hotel. And I can do. So, I asked him, I talked to him and I said, hi, Vlado, I haven't seen you in 5 years. I'm thinking of bringing a group. Could we come? He said, yes. I mean, he didn't even hesitate. He said, yes.
He's
Yeah.
an acrobatic.
Super duper. Yeah, really like
Yeah.
very dedicated.
Did you stay with him when you were there before?
I did.
Okay, so you know where he is and where the house is. Is he right on the lake?
Oh, 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk. Yeah, he's close.
I think we should walk around the lake every morning.
Oh,
You
it's a
come in-
big lake. And to walk around the lake, you have to go to Albania.
Yeah.
Albania is poorer than Macedonia. So
Get your
it's,
passport's ready.
I
for
should
the
have worn
trip.
my shirt. I have 2 shirts that I bought in Macedonia. I forgot to wear it next time.
I really would, I'm interested. I don't know what happened to Beverly. Is she still interested or because I don't see her on anymore. I have to talk to her about it, but please keep me posted.
I will. I think for Beverly, the timing in September would be better also because she had some
Yes.
conflict.
Yes, she had when was her trip? I think something, she was
Yeah.
leaving, I think the 21st.
Uh-huh.
Africa.
Yes, to Africa.
Yeah.
So.
I want to help cooking. It seems to me that this man is so welcoming. It'd be nice to spend time cooking with him.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, he said he promises he'll buy a refrigerator.
What?
He doesn't have
He
a
doesn't have a
refrigerator?
What
refrigerator?
for?
He's a
What
very
for?
simple man. He doesn't have closets. He just has pegs on the wall where he hangs his clothes. I mean, he's a very, very simple man. His mother
Okay.
lives on the ground floor and he said he'll sleep with her to empty out a room. So we'll see how it works. There's always these hotels and places across the street or however that works.
Yeah, that might be,
Might be better.
yeah.
Every time I have pain in my back, I lie down one night on the carpet or mattress and I sleep and then I get up with no pain because
So
of
bring
the
your own
floor.
carpet. That's fine.
Yeah.
Bring your own carpet.
Great to see you, Enad. I'm gonna go. I'm looking
Bye,
forward to
Devorah.
the information on it and hopefully
That'd
get
be
to go with
great.
you. Okay.
Yay.
Send
All
them
right,
kisses
Devorah.
and hugs. Okay, be well. Bye-bye.
Tina, would you
Bye,
send?
everybody.
Good
Bye,
night.
Devorah.
Good
Bye.
night. Be well.
Would you send me his
Bye, Simon.
address, Tina?
I just want to write down Devorah that she was here. L-I-E-B, Leib. Whose address?
Your friend Vlado?
Vlado, his address?
Yeah, so then I can see what's all around there
Uh-huh.
and where it is, just to get
Okay.
a feeling of the area.
Okay. I tried to get him on this Zoom call and he couldn't figure out how to do Zoom. So
not
he said
technical.
he's on WhatsApp, and if we want to call him with any question, we can kind of hold up the phone. So if any of you wants to talk to Vlado for a moment to say hi. So I'm kind of, even though there's just a few of us left, because I want to, I'm kind of understanding that we are saying yes to Macedonia in early September.
Well, I want to check it out.
Yes.
Check out how much the flight is and,
Okay,
check
let
out
me
what
tell
the
you,
area
no,
looks
from
like.
Texas, I can't tell you the flights, yeah, right.
Yeah, check out what the area looks like and, just get a feel
Sure.
of the whole idea. Because I did that with Mod and looked up everything.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
And I'd like to do that with this also
Yeah.
before I make it.
Yeah. I'm sorry to miss Mod. And it'll still be there, hopefully. Anything, Dori, anything else to say, anybody? No?
Like Marion, I want to do some research, about the area, and
Uh-huh.
So,
I'm in favor of early September.
Yofi.
so if you could just send the address, then,
Yeah, so I have to write to him and ask him for the address.
oh.
I don't know it. Yeah.
You could ask him for photos like we did with
I
Mod.
did do that and he didn't send them, so I'll ask him again. Lois,
Oh.
were you? did you want to unmute and say anything? Like,
That was a
yeah.
goodbye.
Yeah, no, I want to just hear more details, you know, for Gadol.
Okay,
Okay, great.
good.
Adventure.
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
I think it's definitely an adventure and I think it's feasible. And I think we'll have a great time. I hope. I mean, who knows?
So, let's go.
Good.
Bye.
All right. So we're done. Say goodnight to Texas, to Hungary, to Israel, to Los Angeles. Well,
California?
California.
Danny left.
Ginat, 5 years ago, I went with a friend, woman friend. She's agronome, and she visited few ecological farms, and we stayed there in Prague, around Prague. You want me, except I like Macedonia, but generally you want me to find out about something like that
Sure.
around Budapest later on, next year or something?
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. Why not?
Annual trip.
All
Okay,
right then.
folks.
Thank you all for coming.
Shalom.
Hello. Good. So I'm encouraged.
Listen, Latasha. Oh,